Good morning and welcome to episode 6 of CGC Graded Slabs, Captain America, the Ed Brubaker years. Today we're dealing with Reborn issues 1 and 2, so I'm not going to be showing you just 2 CGC Graded Slabs from the Ed Brubaker era. I'll be showing you 12 in total because there were so many variants because hey, Cap is back. Steve Rogers has returned. So, without much of an ado, I'm going to have a lovely sip of my coffee and show you Reborn number 1, 9.2. Super slick. Yeah, Brian Hitch on the cover. Does it give me a legacy issue for this one? I don't think it does, because I think this is one that was literally taken out of context, out of sequence, shall we say. I almost said out of time then. Lovely, beautiful slab. And I've got a feeling that this particular one was, because it's done in a later slab, so and they did so many variants, so I think this is one of the last ones that I chased down. But man, that is so good. As you can see, Steve's fighting with the new Captain America. So, yep, 2 Captain Americas at this period of time. Because I've got so many, I want to just cradle these down here and make sure they don't all fall off. So if you hear a massive clatter, you'll know that I've failed. Again, this is Reborn 1 again. Actually, well, we know we're showing you Reborn 1 and 2 for this episode, so I'm just going to, say who drew the cover. This one is still at a satisfying grade 9. With a lovely wraparound sleeve. And that is a, Joe Quesada variant cover. It's amazing to think that these were produced 16 years ago. Incredible. 16 years ago, nearly 2 decades ago. Again, part of the best modern Captain America run, by far. I cannot see another writer coming up with a storyline for Captain America that is actually going to beat Ed Brubaker's incredible plot lines. Beautiful. There we go. Yep, it's a John Cassaday cover at 9.4. A very respectable 9.4, I should add. I've got to kind of debunk this myth about grading in every book has to be a 9.8. Not so. Anything above 9, you're doing really very well, Don't make the mistake that myself and a lot of did in the early days and go for only 9.8 books. It seriously doesn't matter. It really, in a long-term scale of things, it doesn't matter a drop. If you're doing 9 on a modern book going up, you're doing alright, seriously. Because the difference between a 9 and a 9.8 could be a spine tick. It could be a colour break increase. But isn't that great? Sure, I mean a modern book as a 4.5, nah, I couldn't have that myself. Silver Age book at 4.5, going back to the very early 60s certainly. But no, a modern book, 9 and up, 9.02 and up. I mean, I've got hundreds of slabs. I haven't got one 10.0, not one. Nor am I seeking one. If one flies by, then brilliant, but it seriously doesn't matter. So I think I've stressed that enough now. It really doesn't matter about having a 9.8 grade on a modern book. And I will say it one more time. No, I won't. On to the next book. And that nearly went for a Burton, didn't it? This is the John Cassaday sketch cover, 9.6. More than happy with that. So this is one of the early ones I got because it's got the older type of CGC case without that hidden dip. Well, it's not quite so hidden, is it? It's right there on open view, but that recessed dip even. I think I definitely need some more coffee this morning. Lovely. This is the Alex Ross variant cover. Gotta love Alex Ross. In my very humble opinion, the characters he draws, he makes them look so human, so anatomically correct. Unbelievable artist. As you can see, that's a lovely 9.4. And the later one again, it seems, because it has the recessed dip. This is a Dynamic Forces negative cover from Alex Ross. Now I can definitely tell you I got this from Dynamic Forces because I have the certificate of authenticity, and I find it disturbing that a lot of people say to me, say to the comics community in general, that if you send off a Dynamic Forces book to CGC, you never get your COA back. But you know, don't know about that. I got mine. Captain America Reborn #1, DF exclusive variant cover, as one of a specially limited series of 2,999 copies. That's kind of like a disturbing negative cover, isn't it? That one? Brilliant, man. And an earlier Reborn for me. Yeah, this is a second printing, Brian Hitch cover. 9.8. I also have to say, if I offend anybody with my comments about how I think about comics in general and stuff like that about grading, you know, I do apologise. I am wary that I am quite opinionated, and I'm sorry, that's not going to stop. I try not to offend anybody, but I do have a lot of things to say, and they will come out. Being in this for more years than I care to remember, it does kind of give you opinions on how things are, how things should be, and how things are going. So sorry if I offend anybody with some of my comments, but that's the way it is, guys and gals. Now the next one is a joint Brian Hitch Butch Geis Skiche? Butch, it's a Butch cover. So lovely wraparound, and I don't know what happened there. I got a 7 on that one. But that's the wraparound cover. And I feel it in the years since this has been published, I don't think you'd see a Marvel cover with a swastika printed on it anymore. That just wouldn't happen. And it would be Hydra, not Nazis. But, you know, remember what I was saying about, you know, sorry if I offend people with the things I say? Well, let's go strangle a fascist today. No apologies. Okay, number 7. Oh dear. But, you know, in saying that, it's a bloody good looking book. You know, quality is fantastic. There we go. Joe Q again. extremely nice. My colleague Eric Miller collects all the Marvel 25th year variant sort of framing comics, so I will have to ask him whether he's got this. Okay, so this is a Tim Sale cover. I quite like Tim Sale's artwork. Very angular. That's great. Again, that's in an earlier CGC front, or even an earlier CGC slab. Being very quiet because my wife has woken up now and she's in the garden and she periodically keeps looking in at me trying to make me laugh. This is John Cassaday's sketch cover at 9.6. Pretty good. Pretty good. And finally for today, we have, John Cassaday again. This is just variant cover, a respectable 9.2. Superb. There we go. The Reborn arc is so big with so many variant covers produced. This episode will stretch out to like an episode 2 of the Reborn arc. There's just so many. I think I've got the same number again, which takes us from the rest of... No, I think it's starting out Reborn 3, not the rest of 2. I think we've done all of 2. We've done all of 1, all of 2. So it'll be from 3 to 5. Actually, I think the series is so popular, I've got a feeling they extended the run from 5 issues to 6 issues. From what I remember, much to the annoyance of fans at the time. They wanted the story told. They wanted to see how Captain America, Steve Rogers, the one true Captain America, was back. So I shall bring you the rest of those next week. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you for joining me with my coffee in the morning. And I hope you've been having the same. Or if it's in your evening, I hope you're having some sort of adult beverage. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and hopefully subscribe. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the flip side.